Once upon a time, there was a lonely pocket watch. He fell in love with a beautiful wristwatch. The two came together in matrimony, and that's why we call it a marriage watch. Not really, but we're going to talk about marriage watches. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Humble Horologist. My name is Anthony. If you're new here, I appreciate you coming and watching, and I hope that you'll stay through the whole thing. And I hope that you will like this video and share this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you've already subscribed, well, you know that is very much appreciated. Now, beyond all that, I have performed, I've only been married once, still married to the same woman, but I have actually officiated in over 200 weddings because being a pastor, minister and all that. And I have seen a lot of weddings. I've seen a lot of people come together that I would have never put together myself. And some have come to find out they weren't meant to be together. But what we're going to talk about today, what I want to show you is a watch that I got off of eBay. I was very fortunate to get this watch because no one else bid on it. And I'm not going to tell you how much I got it for, but it was way less than what I should have paid for it. But a marriage watch is actually a watch that is made for the wrist out of an antique pocket watch. And that's what I want to show you. Well, there she blows, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and acquaintances, subscribers and non-subscribers alike. This is my H. Moser and Company pocket watch turned into a wristwatch, or in other words, a marriage watch. Marriage. The dream within a dream. But what do we have here? What we have is a stainless steel case with an antique pocket watch as the mechanism and the dial. And when I flip this over, you can see how beautiful that is. That is an antique movement, and it's not a knockoff. It's not a fake. It's an antique H. Moser pocket watch. Now, the story of Moser and all their watches, you can buy their new watches today for, oh my goodness, tens of thousands of dollars. But this, the company went through some changes and everything, and so this was back in the day before it became ultra expensive. But it's still got some heritage to it, so that's pretty cool. But this is a manual wind, not a screw-down crown, just a manual wind. And you set the time actually by pressing in on this little release button and then turning the dial. I'll show you that right here. You press that in and then you set the time. What do you think about that? Originally, this watch had to have a key. Right there is where the key would go on to wind the watch. But this was an old pocket watch put into a modern case, and companies are doing this. They range in prices from $400 or $500 to thousands and thousands. As a matter of fact, there's a Vortic Watch Company that makes some very nice marriage watches. And as you can see, for instance, there's one that's already been sold, but it's the Burlington, from the Burlington Watch Company, was the original watch manufacturer, and a 45 millimeter case, and it sold for $4,100. So depending on the manufacturer, depending on the actual pocket watch company was and who is the company that's putting these together, will make a big difference on how much these actually cost. But this is, like I said, a manual wind. You can look in here and see everything working in such a really cool way. There's the H. Moser logo stamped on the case, or the movement. It needs servicing, it needs cleaning. It's just a little bit dry on the inside under the jewels. But other than that, I think for what I got it for, which was a very inexpensive amount. I think I got a good deal because this is a little bit of history and it is, you know, fun. Now the size does pose a little bit of a problem because it is, like I said, it is a large watch. The size of the case on this is right out 47.5. If I got that right. Yep. 47 to 47.5. Yep. And thickness 14.7, 14.8. Just the crown size alone is 8.4. And we got a lug width, I believe, of 22. Yep, on the dot. So, oh, and watch the lug to lug. Have a lug to lug of 55 millimeters. Very large watch, but it is fun. So what do you think? You think that you could pull one of these marriage watches off if you got a wrist big enough for it, or does it matter? I think they're pretty cool, but you know, it requires the right occasion, I guess. And I want to experiment a little bit on the watch strap with my watch to see what it looks like. But if you have one, let me know. Let us know in the comments and tell us what you think, because there are some out there that are very exquisite, made out of very complicated and costly pocket watch movements. And so we would love to see them if you'd like to share a word with us about that. So thank you for watching again. Thank you for subscribing and all that good stuff. And we will see you in the next video very soon.